Hi everybody, if you're new here, my name is Annie and I am a potter, and I'm also working on trying to become a self-published author as well. And the ultimate goal is to be able to make pottery based off of my own stories, because a lot of my pottery is influenced by old fairy tales, epics, folklore, things like that. So yeah, that's kind of where we're going. I have 2 chapters left of my novel to edit, and that's it. And then I'm going to try to be formatting. I'm going to be making Google Doc and stuff so that I can get some beta readers and have them read through it. And I do that just to help myself with in case I missed any like plot points or anything, or things sound repetitive or things aren't clear enough. I do, because I've had this story in my head for so long, like 10 plus years. So I do run into the problem of not explaining things thoroughly because I just know, I also run into that problem with my pottery too. I run into the problem of using pottery terms and then people, asking what those terms meant or what it was and stuff. So, yeah, so it's probably pretty important for me to get some beta readers and so they can kind of go through everything and let me know if there were any places that were confusing or plot points that didn't make sense or things like that. So yeah, that's kind of the goal this week, is to finish edits. So if you're new here, on my Patreon, I do a lot of writing and pottery. It's kind of mix of both. So if you're curious, you want more behind the scenes, or you want to read short stories and flash fiction and have updates on my novel and stuff like that, feel free to join or feel free to check it out. But for my patrons, I actually do a flash fiction once a month. I come up with a character, an object, and a genre, and then I come up with like 3 different, characters, objects, and genres, and then they have a poll where they can decide what they want. So this month they decided that they wanted the main character to be an angel, the object to be a clock, and the genre is sci-fi. So I am going to be writing that, and a flash fiction means that it's under 750 words, so it's kind of like a short story. So I will be writing that today. I do need to get that done today so that I can get it to my editor and have them edited, and then I can post it this month. And then my editor also has my other short story that I'm writing about a detective. It's like noir fantasy, so that one's really fun to write. I don't do it super often. It's kind of one of those when I'm in the mood for it, I'll write it kind of things. But my patrons really like reading the story and stuff, and I kind of do episodes, and so like the first one was like the Griffin's Band, and then this one is going to be the Armlet of the Falcon or something like that. And, kind of giving you those noir vibes with the titles and stuff. And my main character is a private eye, and she's kind of sassy and stuff like that, which is very, like, noir vibe-ish, And if you don't know what I'm talking about, noir was kind of a film genre in the 40s that was really popular, where it's, like, a little dark, kind of fun genre. And I've kind of put a twist on it and made it more fantasy noir, which is fun, and I'm really enjoying writing it. But the next episode is so long, I have to do it in 2 parts. So I will be releasing one part of the episode probably this week, and then the other part of the episode will probably release at the end of the month. And then of course we've got the flash fiction. And if that weren't enough, I am also starting a new serial. And for those who may be new to that, so as where a novel would be like a movie, serial is more like a TV show. So they're little episodes of the story. And I'm going to be having that go live in February. But I am running a little behind on it. I have only like half an episode written, and I want to have like a decent amount of episodes before I actually launch it in February. I don't know that I'll get to that today, but that is the hope. I'm going to actually start on the flash fiction now, and hopefully I'll have a little bit of time to get some edits done as well before I need to go pick up my kids from the bus stop. And yeah. everybody. So I have an update. I was able to finish the flash fiction. I got through another chapter of Eyes of Pewter, and I would like to say that I have only one chapter left. However, I realized that I had some of the scenes were longer and stuff and would do better as their own chapter. So I do actually still have 2 chapters left to edit. But I did make it further. And I did get like a chapter edited. I just realized that I wasn't going to be able to fit all those scenes in one chapter. Excited I got so much done. I wasn't expecting to be able to get through so much of like editing and writing the flash fiction. And, you know, I even got a Patreon post done, which was awesome. I put up my sketches for the next story collection. So this story collection I'm doing Wizard of Oz, and the sketches are already up on Patreon. But I do have another story collection that I'm going to be doing for the rest of the year up on Patreon as well. And I just posted the sketches for the first part of that. So yeah, I feel like it was a pretty productive day. I'm excited. Hi everybody, it's Wednesday and I'm probably not going to be able to do an update tomorrow or the day after. I will try, but I do have my kids home from school. We've got conferences and stuff like that, so I will try, but I can't promise that I'm going to get any recording done Thursday or Friday. But I actually got so into getting my work done and stuff today that I forgot to do a recording before and talking about what I'm going to do for the day, and just ended up doing it all. So now I'm going to tell you after the fact. I ended up finishing all the edits on my novels, like the first round of edits and stuff. I've gotten through all the chapters and I finished it. I'm so excited. Every step that I take, it's making it feel more real. Like, I'm actually going to get this book done. I'm actually going to get it self-published this year. Like, I feel like I've spent 10 years just daydreaming about, getting a book published and stuff. And it's just so weird and surreal to think that I'm like this close, So I did that. I had a Patreon post that I needed to do. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I did end up getting my flash fiction done for the angel, the clock, and the genre being sci-fi, because I do flash fiction once a month for my patrons, and so I did get that done. I'll probably look through it and edit it again tomorrow, just to make sure I like how the story's going and stuff. I did end up getting back my Detective Nora story, so that's been all edited and stuff. I'm probably going to go through that one more time, and then I'll be posting that on my Patreon. Yeah, and I got a whole bunch of pottery done yesterday, more than I thought I was going to. I ended up getting all of my bump cups trimmed. I ended up getting a whole bunch more mugs thrown. So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of rocking it this week, and I have, my little thing of sticky notes for all of my little projects I need to get done, and it's getting pretty small. Like the purple there, it's looking pretty small. I'm getting stuff done, so I'm feeling good about this week, which is really good because I felt like last week was kind of a wash with some personal stuff that came out of the woodworks and stuff, and I kind of didn't feel like I got enough done. So yeah, we're getting there. Like I said, tomorrow is probably just going to be me doing, I want to try to get some episodes done on my serial fiction that I'm going to be posting on my Patreon, because I haven't managed to do that yet. But with my book edits out of the way, I might have more time to do it. I do still need to format my book, but I don't think that'll be too hard. Yeah, and then I'm going to be sending off to my cover artist. I'm going to be making a beta reader's sheet, Google sign up form, just to make sure that, they're a good fit with what I'm looking for and whether or not they can get it done in the time I need them to, because I do have my editor booked, so I do kind of have a little bit of a time frame I have to fit it into. So yeah, that's just kind of what I'm going to keep doing this week. Of course, the pottery is just going to be sitting there drying. I do have one handle to attach to a mug, but I usually kind of let them sit in the damp box for 24 hours so that they're the same dryness when I attach them, and that just makes it so that I'm less likely to get cracking or getting the handle to separate off of the mug, things like that, things we don't want. I found that if I just let them dry in the damp box together, they're a similar dryness, and they usually work a lot better and can get attached to each other better if I do that. So yeah, that's just kind of the plan. That's what I got done today, and then that's what we're looking at doing tomorrow and Friday. So yeah.